The Fed balance sheet has hit a new all-time record because of all the manipulation that they're doing. Is this a reason to be optimistic because don't fight the Fed? Or is it a reason to be cautious and you need to be protected? I got that and more coming up. My name is Mike Bernard. I'm the host of the Wise Money Show. I'm also one of the certified financial planners right here at Korhorn Financial Group. Welcome to this channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and smash that thumbs up button. At the time I'm recording this, all sorts of stuff coming in from Washington, D.C. The one I'm focusing on right now is the Fed's balance sheet has hit another all-time high. Check this out. Now, I want you to see this chart so that you can see back when things were normal. And let me define normal as very little Fed manipulation, Fed there more as a backstop, controlling their balance sheet and doing normal things in the economy to accomplish its two-pronged objectives, right? Stable prices and maximum employment. Stable prices, maximum employment. And then you can see we had the financial crisis in 2008. We had the financial crisis. Let me just say that again, because no one wanted to buy anything. The entire banks were going bankrupt. The entire financial system stopped. Lending stopped. There was there were money markets that broke the buck. Like the financial system stopped working. And so of course you would say, well, geez, some crazy intervention would be needed at that point. And you can see what happened to their balance sheet. They injected $1 trillion into the financial system. Wow, look at that thing absolutely stand on end, and they injected a big chunk into the economy. Then here's the problem, we've talked about it before. Coming out of the 2008 and 2009 financial crisis, they tried to continue to stimulate things to make sure we didn't have a double dip. So there was quantitative easing, QE1, QE2, and they could never take their foot off the gas. There's one thing of, okay, well, let's take our foot off the gas and then let's put it on the brake. They could never take their foot off the gas, and you can see that their balance sheet, the Fed manipulation, just continued to happen throughout the decade. And then right as things started to slow down and they started to unwind some of their balance sheet, we had the pandemic, and they added $3 trillion to their balance sheet, almost doubling their balance sheet within just a month. And you can see that skyrocket. That's $3 trillion. And again, we shut the economy down, right? And there's, of course, all sorts of debate whether that was needed or not. I know this was a financial emergency because it was a health emergency. I get that. I'm not arguing one way or the other. I'm just saying finances should actually have continued to work. It wasn't like 2008 where the entire financial system was going to crumble. This was just a stoppage in the economy or a temporary pause in the economy. There were functions. The economy was still functioning in many ways, but it took $3 trillion, and many folks expected the Fed to continue to increase their balance sheet. And what have we seen just in this little couple of months? In this little couple of months, since, let's say, the summer, we've seen the exact same thing happen in these short few months that we saw for the decade after 2008 and 2009. And that is, anytime the Fed tried to slow down, the market didn't like it. And now the Fed has had to expand their balance sheet even more, and now has hit another all-time record. And sure enough, what we see yesterday as the Fed has increased their balance sheet to an all-time high, the market green yesterday for the first time in several days. So what does this mean? Number one, don't fight the Fed. If the Fed has said we are going to do everything we possibly can to make sure things, the economy is okay and things continue to grow, it's hard to fight that. So if you're sitting in cash, if you've been worried about the election, right, as many of us have been, we've talked about that before, this is a dangerous time to sit in cash. So that's number one, don't fight the Fed. Number two, it's also a dangerous time to be an investor. If the Fed ever does take their foot off the gas, if they make a misstep, if they go back to more conventional monetary policies, what in the world will happen to the market? I told you this has been 12 years now. 12, almost going on 13 years of the Fed manipulation in the markets, where the Fed has had to do unprecedented things to keep the market and the economy afloat. Will they ever be able to slow down, or is this a false economy, a fake economy? If there's ever a misstep, if they ever slow, if they ever decide that the economy's got to function without life support, watch out for a significant correction in the markets. And therefore, you can't fight the Fed, but you can't just blindly buy and hold either. I am concerned about that. That is why I would make sure that you're making wise financial decisions and not taking on too much risk in your overall financial life and certainly in your investments, and have the ability to pivot and adapt. Make sure that you're working with your certified financial planner on this new risk. I mean, again, looking at this chart here and looking at what the stock market has done over the past even couple of months, but certainly in the past 12 years, you would say, well, geez, the stock market has certainly responded favorably to what the Fed has done. Can the Fed keep this up? Can it keep it up? Will it keep it up? And what's ahead for us in the Fed? I have concerns that this is a false economy. So make sure you're working with your certified financial planner. If you don't have one, you can always contact a member of our CFP team here at Korhorn Financial Group. Find us online, korhorn.com. That's Korhorn with a K. wisemoneyshow.com. You'll find us there as well. Or shoot us an email, info@korhorn.com. All right, there you have it. Go out and take your next wise step in your financial life.